Welcome you all. I am Mohammad Ibrahim, faculty of Anjuman Polytechnic under Department of Civil Engineering. So in this video, we will discuss the subject regarding concrete technology. So in this video, we will study the different concrete operations which are involved in the manufacturing of concrete. So now let us begin with introduction. So the various stages of manufacture of concrete are batching, mixing, transporting, placing, compaction, finishing, curing. So these are the different operations which are involved in the manufacturing of concrete. So now let us begin with first one, that is batching. Now what is batching? So as you all know, for making concrete we want cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate. Now for making a different proportion of concrete, so we have to take these materials in different proportions. So batching means the operation of measuring different ingredients of concrete as per the specified proportion is called as batching. Basically for making concrete we want the ingredients like cement, fine aggregate and coarse aggregate. Then measuring the quantities of that ingredients for making a good concrete. This process is called as batching. And here you can see there are two methods of batching. First one is volume batching, and second one is weight batching. Now let us discuss one by one. That is volume batching, weight batching. The cement is always batched by weight. It is not batched by volume. Generally, for each batch mix, so in one bag there will be 50 kg of cement. So the volume of this one bag of cement, that is 50 kg, will be equal to 0.035 meter cube, or it will be equal to 35 liters. And the cement is always batched by weight. The next type of batching method is volume batching. As I have told you, the cement is always batched by weight. It is not batched by volume, whereas the coarse aggregates and fine aggregates are batched by volume. Now let us discuss this. What is batching of aggregates by volume? The batching of aggregates by volume is done by gauge boxes. So these gauge boxes are also called as furnace. So these furnaces are made up of either timber or steel plates, and these furnaces are having dimensions with different materials, and the volume of these gauge boxes are made equal to the volume of one bag of cement, that is 0.035 meter cube. And these gauge boxes are used for measuring the fine aggregates and coarse aggregates. Next is batching of the batching of aggregate is also done by volume, and it is having some advantages. So first one is more accuracy. It is more accuracy of batching of aggregates by weight compared to batching of aggregates by volume. And second one is flexibility. The second one is batching of aggregate by weight. When compared to batching of aggregate by volume, so it is having some advantages. So it is more accuracy compared to batching of aggregates by volume, and it is having some flexibility, and it is very simple. The next is the weight batching can be done by two systems, that is the spring balance and batching machines. Now let us begin with first one, that is spring balance. An ordinary balance of a capacity 200 kg or 40 kg is mounted on a tripod stand, forms a hook. Then it is necessary to deduct the weight of the container from the total weight of the aggregate, and this system is used for small work, that is for small jobs. The second one is batching machines. So it is done in three systems, that is first one is manual batching machines are there, semi-automatic batching machines are there, and automatic batching machines are there. The second stage of manufacturing of concrete is mixing of concrete. After batching, the next stage is mixing of concrete. The mixing of the ingredients should be thorough in order to ensure that the cement water paste completely covers the surface of aggregates. The mixing of the concrete should be such that the cement water paste should completely covers the entire surface of the aggregates in order to have a good bond in reinforcement. Basically, the mixing methods should be such that a uniform and homogeneous mix of good consistency should be obtained, and that too without any segregation and bleeding. As I have told you, segregation uh, means the separation of coarse aggregate from the cement mortar, whereas the bleeding means obtaining some water when the freshly concrete is laid. So in this slide we will discuss the various objectives of mixing. The mixing is done to obtain required consistency of concrete. If you are mixing concrete in a very bad way, then we will not get the better consistency. So it is very important that proper mixing will ensure good consistency of the concrete. The second objective is the mixing is done to obtain uniform color of concrete. So we have to mix the concrete until and unless we get a uniform and homogeneous mix. And the third objective is the proper mixing improves the quality of concrete. So there are many qualities of concrete in fresh concrete, such as workability, and when the concrete becomes hard, then it will impart strength. By proper mixing of concrete in plastic state, it will imparts very good workability, and when the concrete becomes hard, it will imparts a good strength, and finally it will decreases the warping, shrinkage and creep. The fourth objective is it develops the strength and behavior of concrete. By properly mixing the concrete with some suitable technical methods, then it will ensure a good strength, and the behavior of the concrete will also be improved as the time passes. So in this slide we will discuss the various methods of mixing the concrete. So basically there are two methods for mixing the concrete. First one is hand mixing and second one is machine mixing. So first we will discuss hand mixing. So when the size of the work is very small, when we want the quantity of concrete to be in very less quantity, then we will go for hand mixing. We will not go for the machine mixing. So usually this hand mixing is employed for a small jobs. So when we are mixing the concrete by hand, then we have to follow certain standard procedure. Now let us begin with the procedure. So first, measured quantities of coarse aggregates and fine aggregates are spread over the floor in alternate layers on a watertight platform. First, on a watertight platform or on a non-pervious platform, we have to spread coarse aggregate. Over that we have to spread fine aggregate. In alternate layers, we have to spread the coarse aggregate and fine aggregates on a watertight platform. Next, then the cement is poured over it and the ingredients are mixed dry with a shovel until uniform color is obtained. After spreading coarse aggregate and fine aggregates in alternate layers on a watertight platform, then finally we have to pour the cement on these layers. Then with the shovel we have to keep it turning until uniform color is obtained. Then finally this mixed is spread out in thickness of 200 mm and water is sprinkled. Then from this dry mix we have to take certain quantity of dry mix. Then the thickness of that layer should be 200 mm. Over that we have to sprinkle the water. Then finally the mix is kept on turning over till a uniform color is obtained. And this operation has to be completed within 3 minutes. It should not exceed 3 minutes as the initial setting time of cement will start. So the second method of mixing the concrete is machine mixing. So we will go for machine mixing when we want to produce concrete in bulk for mass concreting work and all. For example, for the construction of roads, for the construction of bridges, dams, where the quantity of cement we want in bulk, then we will go for the machine mixing to save time, as hand mixing is a very ineffective method to produce a good concrete. So many types of mixers are available in the market nowadays, and they are classified as two types. First one is batch mixers and continuous mixers. Now first of all let us understand what is batch mixers. So batch mixers are the mixers which mixes the concrete and produces the concrete batch by batch with some time interval. So there will be some time gap between two batches, whereas the continuous mixers produces concrete continuously until and unless the plant is working without any time interval or without any stoppage. So in this slide we will discuss some advantages of machine mixing. It produces concrete faster compared to hand mixing. As hand mixing is a very tedious and laborious method, so the machine mixing will produce concrete very fast compared to hand mixing, and we can save time. The second advantage is machine mixing proves to be efficient, particularly for large work. As I have explained you, for mass concreting work and all, so we want the quality of concrete to be good without any segregation and bleeding. So this machine mixing will give a very good quality of concrete compared to hand mixing, and it is very economical as we can save labor cost. So the machine mixing of concrete will be very economical. It is more uniform. There is more uniform color of concrete. So the color of concrete will be very homogeneous and uniform compared to hand mixing, and the quality of concrete produced is better. So when we mix the concrete in machines, the quality of concrete which is produced will be better than the hand mixing. So next we will study the different types of batch mixers. So there are two types of machine mixers, that is, first one is batch mixers. So there are three types of batch mixers: tilting type, non-tilting type and reversing type. As per the requirements required on the site, we will select the type of mixer. And there is second one is continuous mixers. So it produces concrete continuously without any stoppage. So I hope you have understood this video. So in the next video we will discuss the remaining stages of the production of the concrete. Thank you.